Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Honestly Not Serious. We've got a few different topics to talk about today, from the letter writing segment in Love Island to Olivia Wilde and Call Her Daddy. It's going to be good. So strap in, grab a snack, some coffee. It's time to start your day with Jay. I think for today's episode, I'm going to jump right into Love Island. Episode 13 just happened, and episode 14 is on tonight. So I want to go through my recap of everything and just comment on a little bit of things. So the episode opens with Aniya talking to Trinity about how KC won't have serious conversations. This is kind of a running theme in the past few episodes. The boys tell KC to just be open with him. Aniya expresses how frustrated she is by him, but she still likes him. Aniya is confused how her and KC got to this point, and in so many words, Aniya expresses that she's experiencing like Darvo. What is it? Defense, attack, reverse, victim, offend. I believe that's what it is. Or as she calls it, in Uno reverse with KC. I feel like the past few episodes, I've been just screaming from the other side of my television, like, what is going on? It's just like clearly two people that are not on the same page. I can see Aniya wanting to be on the same page, but honestly, like as the episodes progress, I'm not really sure that's the same with KC. I think KC doesn't want to tell her that he wants to explore. He said to the boys, "She's very beautiful. I feel like me and Aniya click, but not in the sense that," and then he got cut off, so he didn't get to finish it. But he did reference Zach and Kata, so I think it was like something along the lines of like, we're just not clicking. So okay, so next, Caleb pulls Jen, but he talks about Kenzie the whole time and realizes that America chose him for her and not Kenzie choosing him, like on her own. And honestly, like that's kind of the theme in Kenzie's relationships on Love Island. But just watching everything happen with Caleb, I mean, he seems like such a sweetheart, and this is really hard. It's like a hard watch. Okay, so Jen thinks Kenzie and Corbin won't last. She kind of reassures him like it's not gonna be like a thing. Jen says Gabe makes her feel wanted. We can definitely see that, girl. um, Zach and Bryce talk, and Zach says he feels like him and Kata are still open, but with an expectation that scares him since they just went to the hideaway. Yeah, that's making sense. And a lot of people online are like saying similar things, that he just looks, and the way he's acting and looking and throwing these little like breadcrumbs out. He wants to like see other people. Bryce said he stopped him and Trinity doing more. I guess they were going to do more last night. So then Melanie fills Kata in on her conversation with Sincere. Sincere fills in KC. And you can see just like a side by side of like them talking to each of their friends. But Soul, you can see her. They're really good at these camera angles. She clocks the conversation. She's like, oh, noted. The next thing, Kenzie expresses that she just wants a secure couple. Zach and Bryce are shown in bed. That's so funny. It's so funny because like I have seen a lot of like I don't even know what to call them, like those shipping type videos. And then I saw one today from Peacock, who, like, what do you call it? The streaming service for Love Island. So they're definitely aware, and they're definitely getting in on it, which I think is so funny. Every time I see one, I just save it. Oh, and then Jen and Gabrielle definitely did it again. Like those nighttime cameras, a side thing. I saw a video, I think it was Kaylor from a few seasons ago of Love Island. She was saying that there's like mics in the headboard, which makes a lot of sense how they get the sound. I'm like, oh my God, do they sleep with those mic packs? And they don't, clearly not. So it is the next day. Caleb makes Kenzie heart-shaped pancakes. Like I think they were big ones. And then Corbin gives Kenzie this like tiny heart-shaped pancake. The girls encourage Melanie to go all in on Corbin, and it's also raining on the island, which I think that's kind of fun. A little bit of a change up for them, but you know, with like hair and mics and everything, I'm sure they weren't able to do a lot. Okay, so the next scene, Kenzie tells the girls that she and Corbin miss each other, and they check her and note that he may be trying to do the same thing for Melanie. LOL. Kenzie tells Jen the secret that her and Corbin made out. She's like, I only trust you, girl. Like, I have got to tell you this. And I literally was like, What the heck? Because she told Corbin specifically, like, she was the one who initiated this. She said, like, we can't tell anyone. Like, this is definitely a secret. Like, you promise it'll stay in between us. And literally goes and tells Jen and was like, this is between us. Kenzie. Okay, the next scene. Sincere tells Zach and Bryce that he misses Melanie and isn't closed off to her. Sincere says he doesn't know who he would pick between Mel and Soul, which at the end of the episode, he does have to make a choice. So it's kind of funny how those conversations were being played out. Gosh, I really hate how Sincere is moving about this whole thing. Like, that Soul girl just seems so nice. I'm not saying Melanie's not nice, but like, Soul came in late, you know, like she is less aware of the motives. Okay, so next, Corbin asks Mel how she felt when he gave Kenzie that heart pancake, which is kind of funny that he instigated that conversation because I feel like he knew the answer. And that's why he asked. He might have felt insecure about it. She responds with, it makes me want to have you two explore more, which is like such an honest answer. I mean, it's like clearly you have feelings for her in so many words, she said. And he calls her out on self-sabotaging. Okay, totally deflecting. Like, please. Melanie is getting hit with a lot of manipulation on this show. He 100% instigated that question. These are my notes. I still stand by them. Her response was fine, and it was so valid. Yeah, so valid. I don't even know why he brought that up. He knew the answer. So the next scene, Kenzie tells Caleb that she wants to grow in her relationship with him and calls him adorable. Man, all these people just reassure each other so much this season. And it's so not necessary. I don't know. Kenzie tells the camera that, in like her talking head, she tells the camera that she wants to see a more masculine side of Caleb. And it's all starting to like make sense to me. Kenzie likes Corbin's masculine and sexual side where she feels like she's desired. She said something along the lines of like, she's like a gazelle, want to be chased. But she prefers Caleb's lifestyle. So I think that her internal, but so obvious to the audience, external struggle is that she sees these qualities in both men and can't make a choice, like what she wants or needs in her life. So, and then I have my notes. Caleb is cute and sweet. He gave these soft little kisses to her. Oh gosh. We just like, this obviously is not going to work out for him. We need the best for this Caleb guy. Like, seems such a sweetheart and a little bit above his age. And I think that was one of Kenzie's things, like, you're just too young, whatever. But he's mature. He's a pretty mature guy. At least in the way that he treats a woman, from what I've seen. So the next scene, Sincere and Soul have a chat. Sincere tells Soul that she's a breath of fresh air. Soul tells Sincere that she is happy. And the way that she said she was happy made my stomach drop because that girl literally meant it. She's like, I'm happy. I'm like, the way that she said it is like her saying, I feel safe. He says he wants to know everything about her to be able to tell her whatever. Soul tells the camera that being with him feels easy. The next scene, another red flag for Kata. Kata asks Zach if he thought he would find someone so quick, and he responds with, I thought I would explore more. It's like, Kata, all these signs are right in front of your face. Like, he clearly was like, this was fun, but I want to see what else is out there, you know? And Kata's so sweet. She goes, Kata agrees. And then he says, it could still happen. And I swear, like, I don't know. She looked a little sad and I didn't like that. Next scene, Trinity gets a text that announces a recoupling. Yay for the audience. Yay. Zach asks if he could pick Bryce. LOL. No, Zach, you can't. You can after the show, but you can't right now. Casey clearly doesn't want to write to Aniya. Kenzie's probably worried if her and Corbin are on the same page because I feel like Kenzie's the type of person that if no one wrote to her, she would implode. And I can see Sincere leaving Soul. Nothing on her. Just, I think he's a little toxic. I feel like a lot of these people aren't really into each other this season. And it's not like I'm looking for that same feeling that feeling is a crazy word, but like when we watched Taylor from last season be like, Clark, I'll pick Clark. I was like, he was so sure of her, and they're like, I think they're still together, but I'm really just wanting to see that energy. And I just like with these people, we need to do like a tiny bit of a fresh start. We need some more bombshells. We need Casa more to happen, because I just don't see these people like, I don't think they like each other. I think they just want to make it to the end. There's a fly in here. It's bugging me. The next scene, Ariana's outfit is fire. Queen always looks fire. She looks like a cute little beachy Tinkerbell. I love it with those bangs. So it's time for the letters. They all had to write letters to the person that they wanted to couple up with. And if in your mailbox you didn't have a letter, you was out. No, I'm just kidding. You didn't get kicked off the island or the villa, whatever. You had to be single and vulnerable. Ariana explained that if two people write to each other, they are a couple. And if someone doesn't have one, they're single. Trinity writes to Bryce. Bryce writes to Trinity. They're still a couple. Gabrielle writes to Jen. Jen writes to Gabrielle, and they're still a couple. Aniya writes to KC. KC writes to Aniya. He writes that humor is essentially a way to cope. Makes sense. And they're still a couple. Zach writes to Kata. Kata writes to Zach. They're still a couple. Kenzie opens her mailbox first, and she has 2 letters. That's really not surprising. I was like watching this. You could tell what the production was doing. All the couples that are pretty like safe, they went first. And then the drama obviously ensued. And then the other people were last. So Corbin writes to Kenzie too. You can tell Melanie's face looks worried. Corbin's letter wasn't as emotional. And Kenzie's smile that she had going on, gosh, it made me nervous. Yeah. I think with her like smile that she had, I don't really think I knew what was gonna happen. I felt like in my heart, I was like, duh, she's gonna pick Corbin. But she had like an anxious smile. And I couldn't get a read on her. So in this moment, I think that she is going to pick Caleb for some reason. I don't think it now, but that's with hindsight. And Caleb has no letter. My God. She totally wrote to Corbin. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't trust Corbin. And Caleb feels like this more trusting person. Like I feel like you could give your heart to Caleb. And if you were to break it, it would be very polite and sincere. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, sincere. I don't even mean to do that. Kenzie writes to Corbin. They are now a couple. Melanie smiled through this, though. And for that, I really appreciate her. I think that she is like a real one. That was majorly cool. Like she looked happy for her. So she could have been crying, honestly, but she wasn't. And then Caleb says that he's happy for Kenzie. Ariana asks him how he felt. And he is such a good guy. I saw someone online saying that they want the Rob Roush effect for Caleb, like where he just gets all these brand deals and is like kind of like a sex symbol or something. I want that too. Caleb really had to go Kenzie because Melanie was definitely not going to write to him, and I don't think anyone else would have, so he didn't really have a choice but to choose Kenzie. So next, Sol and Melanie both wrote beautiful letters. I thought they did. And I think in that moment, he's going Melanie because, like I said, he's a little toxic like that. And Sincere writes Melanie, Sol, this is a blessing in disguise. You don't need this. You don't need the love triangle. You don't need this girl. I heard that Michael B. Jordan liked one of Sol's photos. Girl, he's an Oscar winner. He's an Oscar winner. Sincere can't even live up to his name. Sol, get your man. I'm serious. These bombshells are bombing this season and not in a good way. They're not doing their job. Sincere's note to Melanie was sweet. I will say that. I'm glad she got what she wanted. She looked really happy. And so Melanie and Sincere are a couple. And Ariana tells Sol and Caleb that they, by default, are in a couple, which is good. They're not off the show. So hope for them. And that's the episode. That was the episode. Tonight there's going to be a new episode. And I'm excited. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that there's a preview out, but for some reason, when there's like previews, I don't really like to watch them. I just don't. I want to go in blind. Nothing in these stories is quite as exciting as that Love Island episode. I love Love Island. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the New York City mayor making comments on Taylor Swift's potential wedding in New York. So New York City Mayor Mondami recently fueled rumors regarding Taylor Swift's heavily anticipated wedding to Travis Kelce. The mayor accidentally verified reports that the star-studded event is being planned in NYC for the 4th of July weekend. And that's what people have been saying, that those are the rumors right now. At a press briefing detailing the city's upcoming events and security measures, Mondami accidentally lumped Swift's alleged July 3rd ceremony in with other massive celebrations occurring in the city. Rumors strongly point to Madison Square Garden as the venue, and when asked if he had snagged an invite, Mondami firmly said no. He jokingly added, "I wish them a lovely wedding. I'll listen to Only the Young at home on my own," which Only the Young is, I don't want to be like it's a deep cut, but in the fact that Taylor Swift has this really large discography, like he could have said 22 or Shake It Off or like our song, but he didn't, and I thought that was like maybe like a flex or something. I liked it. Boy, who knows though? Who knows if it's going to be on July 3rd in New York? You know, some people are saying that's a decoy. People are saying like that's crazy because like Madison Square Garden, that's like an arena where artists play. She's played there. And so like why would she do it there? Because like aesthetically it's not cute. Taylor Swift seems like the type of person that would get married in the woods. She loves Rhode Island. Like just so many things. I am sap for doing like the little like what ifs, but I don't know. As someone that just got married, like I'm almost having this like little PTSD of like, stop talking about her wedding. Like, stop it. Stop. Because weddings are really stressful. And I'm going to be like supportive in silence. I'm so excited for her. I'm happy for her. And wherever it is going to be beautiful. Oh my God, wait, but seriously, imagine, like, how do I convey this? So when you have a wedding and you're not famous, people comment on your wedding and make comments all the time. And it's actually just genuinely so stressful. The opinions, not needed, not necessary. But when you have these big life events, family, friends, they just want to comment. But Taylor Swift, that's her everyday life. Dang. Ooh, I don't like that. So let's just send positive vibes. Wherever it's going to be, it's going to be beautiful. Our next story is actually a really hard story. Daveigh Chase, the voice of Lilo and Stitch, died at 35. And my heart is so heavy because Lilo and Stitch, it's still my everything. I love Lilo and Stitch. It came out when I was probably in the first or second grade. I was in elementary school for sure. And yeah, I've been obsessed with it ever since. It's so sad. It's so sad. Whatever happened, so sad. Page 6 reports ghastly video shows Lilo and Stitch actress Daveigh Chase wasting away on Skid Row months before death. I don't know if that's true. I really hope it's not. But there are some like photos and videos. Daveigh Chase found herself living on the streets of downtown Los Angeles in the months leading up to her tragic death, new video reveals. In the gruesome clip obtained exclusively by The Post, the Lilo and Stitch actress can be seen looking extremely skinny and barely conscious on the floor of a tent or trailer in LA's notorious Skid Row. Chase's longtime manager, John Ryan, told the outlet he'd been searching for Chase alongside her stepsister, Gaia Brown, and a private investigator for months before they were aware of the video in late 2025. I literally why do these things happen to people in Hollywood? It breaks my heart. The girl has banger after banger. She was obviously the iconic voice of Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. She was in Spirited Away, which is a movie that a lot of people around my age now just love. And The Ring. For me, at a young age, it was genuinely hard to grasp the concept that Lilo was the scary girl from The Ring, the one with the long hair and everything. Amazing actress. Very sad. I guess this is just what page 6 said. I hope it's not true, but my heart goes out to her friends and family. I was just at Disney this weekend. Yeah. I literally just took a picture with Stitch. 35 is way too young. Olivia Wilde is making headlines for her episode on Call Her Daddy with Alex Cooper. On Call Her Daddy episode, Olivia Wilde discussed the severe double standards regarding motherhood and dating in the public eye. She addressed the intense scrutiny of her relationship with Harry Styles and explained how co-parenting with ex Jason Sudeikis actually allowed her to be a more present and balanced mother. Wilde revealed that sharing custody with her ex-fiancé, Jason Sudeikis, has ultimately been a positive dynamic. It allows her to be completely present with her children, Otis and Daisy, those are cute names, while also giving her space and permission to focus intensely on her career. She noted that the children get the best of them, both as a result. She spoke out against the toxic societal expectations placed on mothers. She felt heavily penalized by tabloids for dating and enjoying her life post separation, with many accusing her of abandoning her family, while her male peers were celebrated for moving on. T. Wilde described the past relationship with Harry Styles as sweet, beautiful, and domestic, strongly pushing back against the chaotic or negative narrative the media portrayed. Yeah, you can put a capital S on scrutiny. That girl got it. And I feel like it's because of the Harry Styles fandom. I do think that. And then also women are weirdly really hard on other women. Literally caught it and then it went away. That fly needs to go. So yeah, I'm just thinking back to the Joe and Sophie Turner thing. Like everyone was like, why isn't she with her kids? No one said that about Joe. And then now with Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde, it is society double standards, but I really think that like sometimes women are hard on other women. I'm honestly just like going back to a lot of things that have happened in pop culture. Like when Natalie from the Wild Files was scrutinizing Whitney from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives for like, having a career on Broadway, and she was like, she should be with her kids. Like, why do we do that as women? It's a very confusing thing for me and always has been my whole life, where there are moments that women want to build each other up, and there are a lot of moments when women tear each other down. Yeah, I don't get it. But anyways, Olivia Wilde took a lot of backlash when that was happening. And just during the press tour of Don't Worry, Darling, all eyes were on her and her relationship with Harry Styles, obviously because she directed the film and he starred in it. But I don't think we'll ever get a confirmation on what really happened on that set, because if you remember, people were like, they all hated each other. Florence Pugh hates Olivia Wilde. There was the Shia LaBeouf of it all. Like apparently he was supposed to star in it. And I don't know, went back and forth with Olivia Wilde in the beginning via videos. Do you remember that? Does anyone remember that? Leave a comment. Oh my gosh. But honestly, like the takeaway that everyone is getting or choosing to focus on with the Call Her Daddy episode is what she said about Harry Styles and how she like gave like a glowing review of who he is. It makes you think like, why did they break up? And now he's getting married to Zoe Kravitz. So she didn't have to say all those nice things, but it was really cool that she did. And she was really honest about the relationship. I love to see that. I love when there's like an amicable breakup. Don't we all? Don't we all? So take this with a grain of salt, but I just looked on TMZ for an update on the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce wedding. And it says Taylor and Travis's Rhode Island celebration canceled without a bang. Madison Square Garden apparently was not Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's first choice for a wedding bash. Our sources say, as we reported, MSG is now the place where Taylor and Travis will host a huge shindig July 3rd for a gaggle of friends and family. It's looking increasingly likely the nuptials will not take place at the Garden, but somewhere more intimate. And then I'm also seeing a lot of photos of there being a lot of activity at Taylor Swift's Rhode Island mansion. They've got photos of Abigail, the BFF. I mean, wherever Abigail's at, that'd probably be where the wedding's at. So who knows? Who knows? That's pretty much it for the stories. One of my main focuses is getting tickets for the Spider-Man movie that comes out July 30th, I think. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited. Yay. Well, those are my stories. I knew this was going to be like a quickish episode. I am so excited for Love Island tonight. I love Love Island. Whatever. I keep saying it a lot. So today's been a really good day though. I made lunch. I made some cupcakes. That was really nice. I used the like 4th of July Pillsbury Funfetti. And honestly, like I straight up never make cupcakes. So I was just feeling kind of fun. And then I have some chocolate frosting. So I'm going to frost those later. Oh my God, The Fly. It's a 4-day weekend or a 3-day weekend. We have Friday off. Yeah. I'm so excited. I don't really think that Grayson and I have a lot of plans. I think we just have to do like some stuff around the house, like when you go on a vacation, you just have a lot of the dishes to do, cleaning your laundry. So we'll probably get into things like that. Also, Gilmore Girls is leaving Netflix, and Grayson and I have been watching Gilmore Girls for a while. It's one of those shows where we're like, I feel like we leave it and then we pick it up when we're in the mood. So we are on the end of season 6 out of 7. I've seen it all. I've seen it when it was live on TV. I've watched it on Netflix on my own before I met my husband, but he's really liking it. But it's just breaking my heart because I think at the end of June, which how many more days do I have to watch it? It's June 18th. I have less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks to watch it, to finish it all. I'm going to have to do some math because season 7 is still 22 episodes. 23, 24, 24. That seems like 2 episodes a day. That's possible, but with Love Island going on, that's hard. And then I actually have no clue if they have like a reunion type of spinoff that happened years ago. And I want him to watch that too. I don't know if that's going away, but that's honestly top of mind right now. To finish Gilmore Girls, to keep up with Love Island. Um, we're at the season 6, where Rory is dating Logan. And Logan, like, he's the cutest. He's a cutie. She's in college. What is she, like, the editor of the paper? So yeah, it's really fun right now. But it feels like my fall show. Gilmore Girls just is like a fall, winter, cozy show. So I don't always love watching it in the summer because that makes me excited for Halloween. But speaking of Halloween, July 5th, the first official day that you can put out your Halloween decorations. It's like after all the 4th of July ones, you just put up the Halloween ones. I don't know if you subscribe to Summerween, but July, August, September, October. Ooh, maybe August 1st. Some people do put it up right after 4th of July. I don't know what I'll do this year. Tonight's dinner, though, might be pizza. Pizza and some Love Island. Lately, I've been really loving like a Papa John's pizza. For me, when I was a kid, we ate Papa John's and then we had Pizza Hut, and I had parents who like would go in phases of what they ate. So we would have like a phase, like a month where we were really into Pizza Hut and going to Pizza Hut and getting it, or we had time where we were really obsessed with ordering Papa John's. So I think I've carried that into my adult life. And right now I'm in the Papa John's phase. I just like, honestly, I really don't feel like the formula's changed much. I really like their cheese and their sauce. Their breadsticks are pretty good. Sometimes I'll use a garlic sauce, but like not always. Hopefully Grayson wants to do that tonight, and maybe he'll watch Love Island with me. What do you think? Should I have Grayson on for an episode so that we can do like some trivia or something? I feel like that would be fun and he would be really good at it. The only issue I run into is I only have one mic, so I don't really know logistically how that would work out. But I think I'll end this episode. It was a really quick one, so hopefully people get a chance to listen to it, maybe even before Love Island tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you subscribe, rate, like it, share it with your friends. And if you want to watch the video format is on Spotify now and then also YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.